Don't do it to him. Thizzle. What's up, everybody? This is Shakur. I've been skating for 5 years, and I'm going to teach you how to roller skate. Let's go. Okay, you guys. So before we get on the topic of really skating, you want to know why you are trying to learn skating. Is it because you seen somebody on social media, or did you want to just do an extra activity other than working in everyday life? Whatever it is, this is a thing that is not easy to do. This is stuff that you have to take practice. And if this is your first time ever doing this, I would suggest having knee pads, helmet, a whole bodysuit if you can. But also want to say that it's different types of skating. I do more rhythmic skating, which is like dance skating, but it's also artistic skating, derby skating, speed skating. The list goes on. So if you want to learn more of a specific type of skating, then you might want to like look for that type of skating. I'm just teaching you basic roller skating stuff as of now. And then if you want to look to more intermediate advanced stuff, you will see on my future videos. But I'm gonna teach you basic skating. And when I say basic, we're gonna go to like literally level zero, level one, where people don't even know how to get up on their skates. So if you that person and you watching this video trying to learn it, I'm going to teach you how to literally stand up on your skates and just move forward. And then I'm going to teach you how to, transition, go backwards, etc. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is, let's say these are brand new spanking skates. I know they're not, but let's say these are brand spanking new. Like you got your first pair, you bought them off Amazon, or you bought them from somebody, or they gave it to you as a gift. You want to first like look at your skates and make sure they gonna be comfortable for you. If you already tried them on and everything, then make sure your feet aren't hurting. If your feet is hurting, you're not gonna want to skate. It's not gonna be good. It's not gonna be a pleasant experience at all. If your feet start hurting, you got pressure coming on your toes or your heels, and the bottom of your feet hurt. It's not gonna be a good experience skating. A lot of people have skates that are like rental skates or like brownies, and they hurt their feet and they can't really do much and they're heavy. Those aren't good skates to start. Those are just skates. You go to the skating rink and you just, trying to learn or trying to do a little something, But them not, you want to get your own skates. That's so number one, get your own skates. Like, I don't know how to stress this enough. Get your own skates. It is going to be better for you. Get the right size. And honestly, I wouldn't just buy online. I would honestly go to like a skate shop, get them, get them custom made to your feet, and they will actually, measure your foot all around, give you the right sizes that you need to get for your feet, and you will get and buy your own skates. And I could tell you like what type of brand you should get, but that would be a long list of stuff, and that's for a whole nother video. Comment below if you want to know, brands, brand names or something, brand suggestions. These are Rydell's. I know they kind of like look different. It's because they're customized, but these are Rydell's, and they got different types of, Rydell's boots and plates and wheels and all that. But these are Rydell skates, but you could get a whole bunch of plethora of skates. Okay, so now that you got your skates and everything, I'm going to talk about more on before you put on your skates. Before you put on your skates, you want to actually have thick socks, thick long socks at that. Maybe double them up depending on your comfortability. Only because if you put your foot in there, you want the skate to be, you put pressure on your feet to know what your foot is. So you kind of want to be more comfortable with your socks and your skates. So when you first put your new skate in, it probably is gonna hurt, But by you putting your socks on, you doubling it up, and it fitting on your feet, it's going to go onto your foot. It's going to basically crease onto your feet to make it fit for you. So it's going every time you put them on, it's getting better and better for your foot, you know. So it's good to have double socks or a long thick sock so it can you won't get blisters, and it's good so when you doing moves and stuff, it won't be as bad. Most people, not all, most people have long thick socks, maybe double socks when you see them in a skating ring, and they also got their own skates. So just be mindful of that. It's better to have your own skates. Not saying you can't do what I'm going to do in brownies or rentals, whatever you want to call them. It's just better to have your own skates. So another thing I want to stress about your skates, when you first have skates, and this is very, very important because a lot of people always ask me about backward skating and all this stuff. I always tell them if we in a skating rink and you got those rental skates, it's going to be a little bit more difficult because your wheels aren't adjusted. A lot of people kind of go to, the skating rink and trying to learn how to backward skate. You can still skate in those, skate backwards in those rental skates. It's just, it would be better if you had your wheels adjusted. And what I mean by that is, you see my wheels? You can see I did them going forward and it spins, but you want them to expand backwards. See, if you adjust your skates, and let me show you what I mean by that. When you have rental skates, you want to get a thing like this or a wrench or something like that. And what you do is you put it on here, and let's say I tightened it up, right? I tightened it all the way up to the I put the nut all the way to the bearing that's inside of here. The bearing is what makes the wheel spin. It won't go backwards. So when you go to a skating rink and then you have those rental skates, try spinning it backwards. If it doesn't spin backwards much, then that's probably why you ain't like really skating backwards. You're not flowing backwards as easily. That's why a lot of people that be going to skating rinks, and a lot of people don't know this, you be trying to skate backwards, but your wheel isn't making you skate backwards because it ain't got no bearing. The nut is too close to the bearing and is preventing you from your wheel from actually moving backwards. You see this one? It's going backwards, so I can skate backwards on these wheels. But this wheel, it ain't gonna make me go. So if all your wheels are like this, it's just gonna be, you ain't gonna be going anywhere really backwards. Okay, so look, let's say you got your socks on, you at the skating rink, you adjusted your wheels. That's why we do skate surgery around here. We adjust our wheels, adjust our place if we have to. We adjust our stuff before we start skating. So let's say you do all that, right? Now, I want to say this before you start even putting on your skates, you should stretch. A lot of people don't stretch. You should stretch. A lot of accidents and falls be happening because you don't stretch. Stretch before you even put on the skates and then put on the skates. But let's get our skates on. Okay, now let's say this is your very first time skating. And when I say very first time, you can't even stand up on the skates. So you need help, you need the rail, you got to hold on to somebody, whatever. I'm going to teach you how to just basically stand up in the best way to do this. Now, you think you could just stand up and that will be it, right? That's not good because you stand up and you about to fall automatically. The best way to do this is to take baby steps. Before I even show you how to get up and, actually stand up on skates, I want to tell you this. You're gonna fall. A lot of the biggest fear everybody have with skating is falling. When you become really good or when you at least intermediate level, falling ain't a thing. We don't care that much. Falling ain't that bad long as we don't hurt ourselves, if that makes sense. So falling is gonna happen, especially if you're doing really, really big moves or moves you really haven't done at all. So don't be afraid to fall. Just learn how to fall. So to get up on skates, don't just get up like this, okay? Because it's if this is your first time, you're going to be wobbly and stuff, and you want to take your time and try to get up on skates. Now, the thing about people think about skating, they think that skating is like walking basically. You have to kind of unlearn that. You own wheels at this point. You want all four of these to be on the ground. All four to be on the ground. So all eight need to be on the ground. So when you about to get up from skating, I would say lay your body this way, kind of turn and kind to try to pick yourself up while you're doing it. Because if you end up like wobbling or something, you still got your hands right here. So you won't hurt yourself. So you want to have your hands or your hands on the rail or something while you coming up. And when you come up, your feet, let me show you. They say you right here, right? All feet right here. You coming right here. You gonna try to lift up. If you need to, try to come right here, which will be easier probably, and try to put your all four down and then all four down and try to lift up. You know what I'm saying? This will probably be easier. You will probably be shaking while coming up, but if anything happens, if you fall like this, you'll be good. You leaning forward, you kind of pushing yourself up. So if you fall, you falling on the rail or you falling on, but whatever this is, you just don't want to fall and bust your butt or anything. But hold on to something when you first start. Have somebody kind of show you how to like get up. Your body got to be still. Your knees got to be bent. Remember that knees gotta be bent, body gotta be the body gotta be still. If you moving up and down like this, your legs gonna start moving too, and then you're gonna start wobbling and about to fall. So take your time. Everything you do, take your time. Do not rush things. We're ain't no race or anything. It's not no race to be the best in the world. Take your time. Okay, now let's say you got up, right? Before I teach you any basic moves of skating, we're going to learn how to fall and how not to fall. So, a lot of people they will they will fall and think the best thing to do is try to catch your fall. You want to react to your fall on the safest way to fall, meaning like let's say I end up slipping and I fall, right? You want to fall more than likely on your booty. Most people got some booty in their cushion, and if anything, if you hurt your booty, it won't be as bad. So what I mean by that is, let me show you how not to fall. If you fall right, and however you fall, you come down right. You don't want to come down and knee first. You don't want knee first. That's gonna bust your knees. You don't want to come down and on your wrist. You don't want to come down on your ankle, your wrist. The thing is, anything that's like fragile, you don't want to come down. You don't want to come down. You want to have your palms to come down. Palm come down. Fingers come down. You can crush your fingers. You want your palms to come down if you fall forward. If you fall forward like boom, you want to boom. You know what I'm saying? Palm down. Palm down. I know you can't really see. Let me back up a little bit. Palm down. You know, I fell, but I didn't fall and bust my knees. Palm down, my legs was right here. Even if I gotta come right here, it's good. A lot of people they will fall and fall on their wrist. That's not good because if you fall on your wrist and your body slams on your wrist or somebody else's body slams on your wrist, then you can mess up your wrist and your hand or whatever, or even your fingers. I've seen a lot of things happen. You don't want it to happen. I've seen people, slip and fall and literally, their ankle snap. You don't want to fall on the fragile parts of your body, ankles, your fingers, your wrists, things like that. You want to fall on like your booty, your back. You know what I'm saying? You want to fall where you can actually catch the fall. A lot of people when they fall, they react. It's like reacting to something. You reacting to the fall. As soon as you about to know you about to fall, they fall and they go, "Oh, I'm falling." They turn on their booty or back. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that's like the safest spots, the booty and back. If you can't catch it, then you want to catch on your palms, or you kind of want to turn on your side or something like that. Because even if you hurt your side, it won't be your fragile parts. You know what I'm saying? So make sure when you falling on booty, back, and that's it. That's what you're trying to find. You're trying to get that comfortable area to be boom. Oh, it hurts, but it won't be that bad. I'm pretty sure if you fall on your booty or back, you'll get right back up and skate. Because guess what? Your feet, ankles, and nothing ain't hurt. Your hand ain't messed up. You still good to skate. You still gonna want to skate. But if you fall on like your wrist and all that, you met your feet and ankles and stuff, it's gonna mess up not only your skating, but your everyday walking or life. So subscribe to my channel right now to see some of my future content and we can get down on the skates.